Hey, welcome to Digging into the Bible. My name is Jim Barnard. This is a production of Tiller Coaching. All right, it's day 81. Holy cow. We've got one day left in this season of Digging into the Bible, and the book of Acts has just cruised right along, hasn't it? Speaking of cruising right along, this is me being facetious. Paul has finally made it to Rome. He cruised right along to make it there, and that's obviously not accurate. It's taken a long time for him to make it to Rome. In fact, it's probably been about 4 years since he first got arrested in Jerusalem, and that's just crazy to me that it's taken this long to get him to this point. I don't think personally that Paul is upset about making it to Rome, because the way has made its way all the way to Rome. Through the help of Paul and his missionary journeys, but also just the infectious nature of the way. It has spread all the way there, and so he has brothers there that he's never met. In fact, reinforcing this concept that he was wanting to make it to Rome is the fact that he wrote a letter just before he got arrested in Jerusalem to the Romans. It's the book of Romans, and so he was desperate. He wanted to meet these people and wanted to encourage them to continue on this journey, their own journey of spreading the way. You know, it hasn't just been all thanks to Paul or all thanks to Peter. It's been a lot of people helping to make this spread. So with that as the backdrop, let's go ahead and dig in. This is Acts chapter 28, starting at verse 11. After 3 months, we set sail in a ship that had wintered in the island, a ship of Alexandria, with the twin gods as a figurehead. Putting in at Syracuse, we stayed there for 3 days, and from there we made a circuit and arrived at Rhegium. And after 1 day, a south wind sprang up, and on the second day, we came to Puteoli. There we found brothers, and were invited to stay with them for 7 days. And so we came to Rome. And the brothers there, when they heard about us, came as far from the Forum of Appius and 3 taverns to meet us. On seeing them, Paul thanked God and took courage. And when we came into Rome, Paul was allowed to stay by himself with the soldier who guarded him. All right, so it's so cool. There are believers already established in Rome. Paul had, nothing directly to contribute to that, but obviously his ventures out on these missionary journeys, like I already said, have helped spread the way, and it's just so exciting. In verse 15, it says, on seeing them, on meeting these brothers, Paul thanked God and took courage. I just think that, like Paul, it's almost like, okay, we're towards the end of everything, which, like, we're at the end of this book. And my little boy Anderson, 10 years old, just finished 4th grade. Literally the other day, he wasn't in physical school this year. He was on online school. So he's not getting a yearbook this year, but that's kind of sad. But his teacher made a slideshow at the end of the year and had some really sappy music to go along with it. And she had pictures of all of her students and messages for each of them. And it was just really heartfelt. And he, it was just so overwhelmed with thankfulness. Like he cried watching this thing in class, and then showing his mom, and then showing me. He was overwhelmed with thankfulness. And I almost get that same feeling of Paul, because, it's taken a lot to get here for, the message, the gospel message to spread this far. I mean, Rome, being able to have believers in Rome is a big deal. It's so far away, and it's such a metropolitan, civilized city. Not that the way is for uncivilized people, but back in these days, the Roman Empire, made it so you worship Caesar. You don't worship another god. You worship Caesar, and yet the message has spread this far. So yeah, Paul, thank God. Of course he did. I think he was overcome. And it's so cool. I mean, there's another thing to be thankful for. When he came into Rome, Paul was allowed to stay by himself with the soldier who guarded him. I don't know if this is Julius, the same, centurion that, helped transport him to Rome, or if he got handed off to someone else. But, Paul has gotten a lot of favor here, and, he's able to interact with, his friends here. And this is really such a good opportunity for him. So tomorrow we will see how this ends. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I will see you tomorrow as we continue on and finish up Acts chapter 28. I will see you then.